If you're among those who genuinely believe that the Labor Party failed to present evidence of their victory in the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, it appears that you might have missed several episodes of the hearings. Let's go through the evidence presented by the Labor Party. Firstly, the Labor Party submitted certified true hard copies of Form EC8 as from INEC used for manual collation, since INEC did not upload the results at the polling units. Despite INEC not providing all the requested copies to the Labor Party under subpoena, they still tendered the ones they obtained from INEC. The second batch of documents comprised certified IREV copies by INEC. These copies included upload on IREV, which consisted of over 18,000 polling unit results that were blurred and unreadable. Although INEC provided reasons for not using IREV copies for collation, it is important to note that IREV is recognized by electoral law. Thus, the Labor Party submitted IREV copies, emphasizing that they should be equivalent to hard copies. According to their argument, if a particular polling unit result from a specific area is obtained and searched for on the IREV, it should yield the same outcome since the result was captured and uploaded at the polling unit. The third evidence presented by the Labor Party to support their claim of victory is the BVAS report. This report is significant as it reveals instances of overvoting. BVAS machines are used to accredit voters before they are eligible to vote. If the number of voters in a polling unit exceeds the number of accredited voters, it constitutes overvoting. According to the law, in cases of overvoting, the results in those locations must be canceled. Therefore, it is anticipated that the tribunal will cancel numerous results in areas where overvoting is detected, such as Rivers, Kogi, Plateau, and others. The APC, All Progressives Congress, stands to be more affected by these cancellations, as they benefited the most in the areas where overvoting was observed. Consequently, their vote count may decrease, potentially leading to them failing to meet the required 25% threshold in those states. The fourth evidence submitted by the Labor Party is the statement provided by one of their witnesses, a professor of mathematics. This witness conducted calculations, tabulated figures, and concluded that Peter Obi won the election. The professor's statement, analysis, and tabulation of results were tendered to the court. It is noteworthy that the Labor Party cannot be held responsible for the defendant's failure to present any witnesses to counter their evidence. In a normal scenario, when accused in court, one should present their defense and refute the accusations. However, INEC only called one witness against the Labor Party. Tinubu's counsel called only one witness, and the APC did not call any witnesses. Consequently, it is not the Labor Party's fault that the exact figures are unknown at present. Although the figures announced by INEC are considered the official position, it does not dismiss the possibility of election rigging and gross violations of electoral laws and guidelines. Due to this perceived impunity and exploitation of the law, the burden of proof was shifted to the petitioner, despite the petitioner having served them a subpoena to provide the necessary documents. This situation combines various factors, including impunity and taking advantage of legal loopholes. The Labor Party's failure to present their political party copies of the election results raises questions about the tribunal judge's understanding of their position. Political party copies are the third tier of election evidence, and the Labor Party relied on INEC certified true copies, albeit incomplete. If the judges can verify the BVAS report from INEC, overvoting may be substantiated, leading to the cancellation of affected elections. After the cancellations, judges may order a recalculation of the results, summoning INEC to determine the actual winner. The impact of over 18,000 blurred results on the IREV is significant, as it amounts to almost 2 million votes. The number of votes may surpass the margin between the first and second candidates after the recalculation, potentially leading to an inconclusive election, potentially requiring a rerun in affected polling units, and potentially canceled elections. In conclusion, the judges at the Presidential Election Tribunal may come at 3 or even 4 findings about who won the presidential election. It is important to remember that these findings are different from other arguments stated in the petition, such disqualification. Let's examine the likely decisions the judges might make. Outright cancellation. Based on the evidence before the court, both the Labour Party and the PDP, People's Democratic Party, have demonstrated significant non-compliance with the law, which substantially affected the election outcome. Recalculation of results. After canceling areas with overvoting, the judges may order a recalculation of the remaining results. Declaration of Peter Obi as the winner of the presidential election. In the worst-case scenario, the judges may conclude that the petitioners failed to prove their case. The documents are incomplete, including the certified true copies, but the expertise of Peter Obi's legal team is not in question. When deciding who will win the presidential election, the judges are likely to reach these conclusions. It is crucial to remember that this analysis does not cover all of the petition's issues, such as disqualification. Hopefully, this justifies the Labour Party's decision to withhold proof of its victory and dispels any doubts or concerns.